Timeless reading for Capricorn. Your reading smells like money. There is a huge success coming toward you. With the king here, let me first go through the cards. The king, Lady Fortune, coins, magician, laurels, and the mermaid. I don't want to promise everyone like, oh, you will become a millionaire or billionaire, but there is, if there was some kind of financial tightness, there is coming a lot of ease towards you regarding that. Also with the king, the king, Lady Fortune, and coins, they all reminded me of money. We have coins here in Lady Fortune's horn. We have literal coins here. And the king, usually, of course, maybe sometimes kings, they lose their status and their money. But in this case, I just want to connect the king to wealth. So, but this is not only wealth that comes in by luck, like Lady Fortune's wealth comes in. Like she's just letting it drop into someone's lap. Even that could be the case for some of you, that you could just win something, play the lottery and win something. Also here, very careful, I don't want to make the big promises that you should rely on winning millions. Even if you only win, 500, but you have a lot of tightness at the moment, it's still a huge win, Depending on what your situation is and what you consider as financial tightness, or it's a gain, it's something that you usually don't have, an amount that you usually do not have in your budget. So, yes. With the king, I felt like not for everyone this is just good luck. There could be a kind of position that's being offered to you where you have some kind of authority. For some of you, that means becoming a boss. For others of you, it means just climbing up the ladder a little bit, being in a higher position than before. I also feel like for some of you there's something like some kind of aid, or not aid for everyone. I don't know the English word. Like the government could owe you something. Here in Germany, for example, we have a law that if a terrible crime is being done to you, or you have a horrible accident or something, and it wasn't prevented by the government, and everything is legally proven that this incident happened to you, this accident or this crime especially happened to you, and then there is some kind of law that the government has to, oh my God, what is this word? Yeah, balance out this kind of loss financially in some way. I'm sure I know this word, but I think I forgot. If I would Google it right now, I would probably think, yes, that's the word. I knew it, but yet I didn't. So that's just for a few of you, that I think for most of you it's the case that there's an improvement in your career, in your position. Either the king is someone who is raising you onto a higher level, onto a higher position, or you are becoming the king. And also this might feel like luck to you, which does not mean, be careful, that you don't deserve this and you didn't earn it. it is also due to your competence and your passion in your job. I'm getting something else here, that there might be a few people listening to the reading, watching the reading, for whom all of it is true that I'm saying, that you might become a boss in a situation or reach a higher level, and at the same time you will win something, and you will get some money from, I don't know if it's a legal case or the government, something that they just owe you. Maybe you were waiting on some kind of decision here for a long time, and finally you are getting your confirmation. Or maybe something has been withheld for quite a while and now you are receiving that. I feel like this financial gain is not even the most important thing on your mind at the moment. It will bring a lot of joy and relief, but yet there is something about your passion and your desires, your wishes. There is a wish fulfillment in this career. You could change your career entirely. I mean, you could change your profession entirely. You could, on top of that gain, decide also to apply somewhere, try something else career-wise, which will also be successful. You could decide on, okay, now I'm stable and secure in this job and I have solved my money issues. Now I want to do something on the side here that I always wanted to do, because I now have the energy and time to do that, because I don't have to worry about anything anymore. And with a magician, I feel like this is your energy. Like you might soon start to feel like a magician, like you're very capable of doing things. So it will feel like magic then. Or maybe there's also something in your perception when you, or if you recently felt like you couldn't focus, or you felt like you don't have a certain understanding. Let's just say you always thought you were good at languages, but not so good at mathematics. That's what I mean with something in your perception will change. I feel like something will become much easier for you than it used to be. And you will gain an understanding effortlessly, feel much more focused, and whatever you do at work, everything will just flow easily. And then you might feel like a magician, like everything you touch is becoming a success, even if it's just a small success. Like everything is smooth, everything is effortless. And it doesn't feel exhausting to do these things. Could also be that the speed of doing things will increase, like becoming extremely efficient without feeling tired. Something will come to you mentally out of nowhere and without any learning process. I can't tell you what it is, but there is a strong focus on your psyche, on your mind, perception. That something used to be very burdening in your mind and it caused a lot of mental blockages. This will be removed and replaced with something else, and then you will perceive things in a much wider spectrum, and without these blockages, You might also find yourself solving a lot of other people's problems very easily. So they might also start to perceive you as some kind of magician. For a few of you, the magician card might also represent certain spiritual gifts that are opening up within you and that you will be able to access. The laurels obviously talking of success. I already mentioned the success coming in the beginning. And the mermaid, in your case, she stands for wish fulfillment. I also want to say that there is something about an open space, like being able to look far into the horizon. Maybe for a while you felt like being blindfolded, but in a negative way, not in a positive way, like Lady Fortune, because she doesn't need her eyes. She's seeing with her intuition. But in your case, I feel like for a while, maybe you felt like you couldn't see probably, like anytime you try to focus or look at something or understand something, it was just like standing in a dark room, staring at a black wall, not being able to see. If that's the case, this will be solved. There is a lot of brightness and wideness. I mean, wide, like open space that you will be able to look into. You will see the water, the ocean, and the skies. You will see a lot of opportunities and possibilities on the horizon, which makes me feel like, yes, maybe you've been feeling a little bit hopeless or a lot. And suddenly there's an immediate shift where everything is suddenly open. We have the sun at the bottom of the deck. As I said already, a lot of light is coming into your life. Clarity, warmth, happiness. I feel like, even though it's not in the cards, but the more I talked, that you are coming out of a very dark phase of your life. And this might come out of nowhere. You might not expect this at all. And whoever is offering you this opportunity of working from some kind of higher level or position, or becoming a boss in a position, you do not expect this at all, and you do not feel probably at the moment that someone is perceiving you this way, that someone thinks of you as competent and wants you to have this kind of position. Or it might be yourself thinking like this. Let's say maybe you started to become self-employed and maybe it didn't work out perfectly, or maybe you've been self-employed for a long, long time and there is no boss around you. So then you are the one looking at you, not even thinking, oh my God, this business hasn't been working well for quite a while. Maybe I should just give up. Maybe I'm not good enough for this. But then suddenly, there is a shift and you actually... You don't have to change anything. If you have been passionate about something and you are competent and you have put the right amount of work into something, but still you were stuck, sometimes that's how it is. And neither you nor someone else around can see your value. It's unfortunate, but it's very often this way. But this will change, and you do not expect this. Can't speak for everyone, but most of you. That's how this reading feels like. I can feel your old energy, but it's not in the cards. So that itself implies that this whole package here, it's just boom, it's just there. And maybe it will just fall into your lap. Yes, you have done the work earlier. And for a long time, maybe still you were struggling with your problems, even though you were very loyal at work, very competent, reliable. But yet there was only a little outcome. I'm trying to feel if I can say anything about the timing, in which time frame that will happen, but I cannot tap into that. Maybe I'm not supposed to tell you anything about that. So I'm just gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.